Hello everybody and welcome to another Genshin Impact live stream. How's everyone doing this wonderful Wednesday? I hope you're having a wonderful day and we're getting better as you can into my live stream. Okay, we had some huge news today, or like huge video, huge lore drop video. We'll watch that in a bit. Let me just quickly make sure, okay, that I changed my stream category properly. Okay, and we have quite a bunch to do. I mean, is it actually quite a bunch? Ah, not really. How much resin do I have? Do I have 150? No. Oh man. I'll have to use the fragile again. I condensed too much. I need 90 resin for weekly bosses and then 60 resin for the overflowing thingy. Hello, Fat. So we're wasting resin again. Man, I hate the Stygian Onslaught thingy. I hate the Disturbance Outbreak. Worst thing they've ever implemented in Genshin now. And I have to feel bad every single time I use a fragile. Before it was like so free and so carefree and everything. Everything was beautiful. All the different ways of spending resin could live in harmony. And now every resin you spend on like not Disturbance Outbreak is like resin wasted, man. First, yeah. Nobody else is here yet. Like, at least nobody else posted in chat. Who knows how many lurkers there are. Let's grab this. I also started the weekly boss Gamba. So I have a private chat then? How was my day? Fine. Okay. Will I get any bills today? Go. Reset up the Crystal Fly Trap. Bam. Put some iron chunks in there. Good. Hello, Delete Hero. And yeah, let's do the dailies. And then we'll also need to like cook with Escoffier. Do not forget to cook. Oh, we'll also need to do some of the anecdotes. Although at least Genshin is not getting a new patch next week, so I don't have to worry about that. Hello, Did It Gamer. Because in Zenless, Genshin is getting a new patch next week. But what's this? I mean, is this the best of my ability? Please look at this application. Wait, have I done this daily before? I don't recognize this. Fontaine is like around the time they kinda stopped giving us too many achievements for dailies. Because that was also the time where, like late Sumeru, early Fontaine is where they introduced this system where like you would always get dailies needed for achievements. And then they just stopped giving achievements for dailies as much. Do you get any achievements for dailies in Natlan? Maybe like 1 or 2, or maybe 0. So yeah, in Fontaine we also didn't have many. There were like a bunch in Sumeru in the previous regions though. And they could take forever to do. What happened? I just wasted half a day. I think I've done this before? What is happening here? Because you know you will lose, you are making me pre-squat. Okay, let's go through this dialogue first. That's a long dialogue for a daily quest, man. So we've done the stair. 5 squats and sit on couch. Or you could just like be better at betting. It's your fault you lose the bet every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Am I gonna pull on this banner? No. If Mavuika C1, if Mavuika C1 and C2 are swapped, if C1 was the like giga broken one, and C2 was the decent but kinda mid, I could consider pulling C1 to beat the Tulpa. But we live in a world where C1 is kinda like, not that great. And then C2 is giga busted. So like I don't even think C1 would... I mean, maybe with C1 it would be possible for me to clear the Tulpa on Dire. But definitely would not be easy still. Because like right now, impossible for me to clear the Tulpa with my current account. From what I have seen people do, and they've been grinding for weeks, it is impossible on my account to clear the Tulpa. At least using Mavuika. Maybe I could like cook something with like my C2 Klee or my C2 Chiori, maybe like... Maybe we could do something there, but I don't think so. But yeah. With Mavuika, impossible. With C1, possibly possible, but very difficult. C2 definitely. Like, C2 I should get it in a couple tries. It's way too broken. And the Genshin is day after month, so you did a cheeky 10 pull with the Reunion Gems, got the Capturing Radiance, and now you have C4 Mavuika. Congrats. So we sat on couch, we've done the squats. But yeah, now that Fat wasted their squats, I'm pretty sure I've done this daily. It's just like pretty rare. Fat wasted his squats not on the like, you know, because usually people will all redeem squats at the same time. But you wasted your squats separately, so they don't really like count for me. Like by the time the 15 extra squats will get redeemed, I will have recovered from these 5, of course. When your 20 alt accounts kick in. Don't forget to add Mavuika in theater. But like, a lot of people, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people own Mavuika. You should usually borrow a character that you do not own. A bit more value this way, because you can get an extra character. I mean, if I own every character, I can like borrow anybody as well. But for me, I will just borrow characters I haven't really built. Or that are like, yeah. If somebody has a, yeah, I borrowed C6 Ayaka from the David Blizzard Enjoyer last time, because yeah, my Ayaka is pretty unimpressive. His Ayaka is like best in the world or something. So that was nice. Triple kill. Couldn't get the quad kill. Wait, this guy is like, why are you not dying, man? Here we go. What a stubborn guy. I wonder when will Zenless add a feature to borrow characters. Starlight has had it since launch, they added it in Genshin. Hello, Sayonara. After I'm done with the dailies, we'll watch the Shades video, man. Got like the biggest lore drop ever. On a totally random day. No rhyme or reason. Thank you for the 25k in advance.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we doing? Okay, just like gliding. Oh, I fell off. Because I was holding W. When doing these challenges, you are not supposed to hold the direction. You're supposed to just like let go of the keyboard. And then you are guided through this like as you are supposed to. If you're holding W, it doesn't work as well. Make the 24 month sub badge gold. I could recolor them, sure. Could also do something like special. I haven't touched any of my like badges or emotes or anything in quite a long time. So it could be time for like an upgrade, a refresh. What if I make them like the Inefa pet, Brigitta? The little like TV she summons? That could be a cool sub badge. And then she has like, can have different faces, like be mad at first but then becomes happy. Or maybe the other way around actually. I don't know, having like a sad face as a sub badge would be kinda scared. Something for the ones who are going broke, you and tilted. Pretty much only you and tilted, yeah. Still, every viewer matters. I guess my dad as well. Although at this point I wonder, who has subbed for more months? Is it Tilted or is it my dad? My dad had a head start, but I'm pretty sure he's missed some months. Not sure though, he may just not like be announcing it every time. I need to check somehow. Maybe next time he resubs. Okay, so we are done with this. Let's watch the video. In case you haven't seen it yet. Time for some absolute cinema. Oh, this style at the beginning here is so lovely.
This world is never change. 生に理屈などありません。自分の意志で生まれてきた人はいないのだから。死も同じ。誰も死の気配に逆らえはしない。時も同じ。奪われた時間は1秒たりとも取り戻すことはできない。空も例外ではありません。空とは空の姿勢は金の双子の行く手を阻み、残酷にも二人を出した。
I wish I was that bird.
鍋、いや、こんなことをするのはレインドットだな。人の空間で変なものを作らないでくれないか。
予想通りだ。皆空の失勢の気配に染まって不安定になる。発展の見込みがないから観測はここでおしまい。あなたにとって私の力は好奇心を満たすためのおもちゃでしかないのね。取り込まれた身ではあるけど、今も耳元で文句を言うぐらいはできるのよ。レインドット、私は君を尊重してるよ。君の愚痴は私の心を動かす数少ない一因だ。
イスタロとなぜあの者たちに歴史を与えた？
アスモダイはここにいないみたいだし、無意味な時間を潰す方法を考えただけ。
今度からそういうことはもっと早く言って。でもアスモダイは一体どこに？
We'll talk about it in a sec.
いいか、この空間の死を宣告するよ。
4人揃わないと定例会議を開
Just one thing while she's speaking. She's voiced by a guy in Japanese, by the way. Because every single shade, or rather, in every single language, Istarov has the same voice actor or actress as Venti. And in Japanese, Venti is voiced by a guy. In other languages, by a girl. So yeah, Istarov is voiced by a guy in Japanese.
けないなんて決まりはないでしょ。
やはりアスモダイを探すべきだと思う。天理の影として生み出されて以来、会議に顔を出さないなんて前代未聞だ。
もし裏切っただけなら見つけ出してもしょうがないんじゃない？
斬新な推測だ。飲まれたじゃないのか？
裏切っただけ。軽はずみな発言は慎んでほしい。私たちは影、つまり天理の投影。裏切るなんて論外だ。例外は自身よりも新たな主を愛した時。
ロノバ、誰かに見られている気がしない。
ここで感じられる視線となると、覚えている。
You got shot, Piero.
不死の呪いを与えようとした時の。
私も奴とは窮地の中だ。スネージナヤの助行に仕えて少しは執念を手放せただろう。
氷の魔人か。あれしきの力で天理を直視しようなどと。
天理は未だ目覚めない。このチャンスは逃したくないと思うだろうな。レインドット、そういう考えは私が許さない。知ってるでしょ？あくまで仮説だよ、ナベリウス。
命令こそ受けていないけど、そろそろ介入しないと。無論ルールの範囲内で。
神の眼差しはある種の恩寵とされてきた。神の目はその最たる例だろう。人は神の目線を渇望するが、その逆は神は直視されると怒り、人に罰を下すという話もある。それがどうした？命が消え国が滅ぶまでのこと。どうでもよい。 とうの昔に経験したことだ。神を直視することの代償は分かった。ならば神を殺した代償は、神は沈黙した。そのことについては考えたことがなかったらしい。天を恐れてうつむく者に上皇陛下は告げた。それが神の限界だと。
視察は終わりだ。各自持ち場に戻れ。
蒼月のこの動きに気をつけて。
創世の聖直に従い、何としても7くらいで少女を連れ戻します。
Man, this is also hype. And Columbia is like glitching out in some random place. Oh. Was this mirror dimension? So Rhindottir absorbed or devoured Naberius, the Shade of Life. But Naberius herself is not like truly dead. Can't really kill a god of that level this easily. So her like consciousness still remains inside of this like shared body, but she holds like no control over it. But apparently she's just being really annoying if Rhindottir does something that Naberius is not pleased with, and it seems to be working. Just her incessant nagging. This whole like mirror dimension, this is just like the representation of like the inside of Naberius's mind or whatever. She seems to be kind of digital, even at the very beginning. Here when you have the introduction of all the shades, she seems to be like very digital in nature, right? Because this is Naberius before she was devoured. So her hair was actually white, and her eyes probably were like the same, but then after she was devoured by Rhindottir, she has like this golden hair. And I would imagine that like the left eye is Rhindottir's and the right eye is Naberius's, probably, because this is like the DNA symbol, which is also all over Naberius. And also at the very beginning here, this like storyteller. So this was just like, I've seen people say that this might be Anders' daughter, but probably just like a random girl that was created by Rhindottir. Rhindottir is just kind of like, you know, playing around with her powers to create life. So in this like some isolated space, he just created some guys. And then apparently because of Istaroth, they had like all these tales and whatever. Istaroth gave them history. And finally Renova was like, stop playing around and just kill them all, then destroy the whole space. Because yeah, the other shades were just bored and playing around. Or like Rhindottir was testing something. She was trying to lure Asmodee out. Asmodee is the shade of space, and she's missing. She may have gone missing. I mean, the last we saw of her was 500 years ago, when the siblings were trying to run away. We did see the portals indicating her presence in like Dispatch, in the Archon quest. But that was like also 500 years ago. At first I thought that since she's, you know, a shade, she would like surpass time and maybe she was actually there in the present, but probably not, because Asmodee is missing, so she couldn't have been there really. I mean, she must be somewhere. Just because somebody is missing doesn't mean they're gone. So yeah, 500 years ago was the last time we saw her, and possibly the other shades as well. And yeah, they're kind of curious what's happening, because the shades have never really been apart before like this. They are gathered here in this space and they are saying that not a single shade has ever missed a single meeting. Is there an Liyue treasure compass? There is a Liyue treasure compass. Added in version 1.1. Although I'm pretty sure, I mean, if you did the Liyue reputation first, I think you could get it by the end of 1.1. But I think I did Mondstadt reputation first. So I only got the Liyue treasure compass in 1.2. Might be that way. Oh yeah, also some other cool things about this. So Ronova here. Let me actually go in game. We finally know who the omnipresent god in Inazuma is. Only took us... This was like 2.0. So only took us 4 years to finally learn who this statue depicts. I mean, now that you can see the... Now that we can see the shades, this is pretty clearly Ronova with the wings. She does have like the hood, which is more... Wait, does Reindotir even have a hood? Like one idea is that it actually like is all of them combined. I guess maybe because like Naberius has the hood, and then I guess the neck thing. Maybe it is all of them combined actually. The neck thing is from
裏切っただけなら
Istaroth. So actually it could be all of them combined. But the biggest thing... Yeah, actually. But the biggest thing is definitely the wings. I mean, the wings are clearly Ronova's. People have been also debating what is Paimon then, because Ronova is missing, or rather, sorry, because Asmodai is missing. A lot of people are refueling the Paimon is Asmodai theories. I still don't think that's the case. I mean, one thing that definitely fits. I mean, does it definitely fit? That could fit. Is the Shades say, or Ronova says, that the only way a Shade could betray the heavenly principles is if they loved somebody, their new master, more than herself even. And Paimon does love the Traveler, possibly more than herself. So there's that, but I still don't really buy most of the other connections. I mean, Paimon definitely has some celestial design, but I would sooner buy that like Paimon somehow is heavenly principles than that Paimon is Asmodai. It really doesn't fit that well for me. Says also go up against the Shades. No, just directly against the heavenly principles, because. I mean, this is like from the English dialogue, but here when Piero monologues at the end.
恩寵とされてきた。神の目はその最たる例だろう。人は神の目線を渇望するが、その逆は神は直視されると怒り、人に罰を下すという。
All the visuals in the back are from Not Cry.
話もある。それがどうした。命が消え、国が滅ぶまでのこと。どうでもよい。とうの昔に経験したこと。
Ventivia isn't a coincidence. Of course it's not. But we always knew that Venti and Istaroth are connected, because Venti is one of the 1,000 shades of, or 1,000 winds of Istaroth. So we always knew that. They might be even like more connected than we thought. But we always knew that Venti is like Istaroth's offspring pretty much. Since 1.0.
直視することの代償は分かった。ならば、神を殺した代償。
Yeah, he talks about killing a god.
神は沈黙した。そのことにつ
As if the thought had never once crossed his mind, right? We know that all the shades are female, so it's not about the shades directly, because the shades are just like aspects of the heavenly principles, aka the primordial one, aka possibly Phanes. And so yeah, the heavenly principles, probably like a guy, and then all the shades
ついては考えたこ
are just his, imaginary waifus.
とがなかったらしい。天を恐れてうつむく。
So yeah. I mean, I guess if I was like the omnipotent god, I would also create 4 waifus to serve under me. Okay, let's start doing the weekly bosses. It was all super hype, man. I can't wait to see what they're cooking with Not Cry. I haven't been this excited for like a new major version of Genshin since like Inazuma.
データをまずじゃじゃーん世界を熱狂の渦に賑やかにいきましょうセピロ目も舌も満足させてあげせいふっふん力をはっやったとせやはっはっいいかなちょっといいですよ
Ooh, nice! One shot there.
よっ
Who mark Core Lapis? Yao? No. Wait, who marks in Liwa?
なんでおもちゃの姿を
Anyone who
変えな
marks
きゃならない
rocks,
ん
but not
だ
Liwa specialties.
アリスさんじゃないみたい。
よくやったね。でもまだだよ。
Chichi.
ここからはわしが相手だ。
Chichi and somebody who was released later as well, I'm pretty sure. Yanfei. Chichi and Yanfei.
逆に見れば真実が見えて。
11 nights. I think I got like 3 in total or something. Throughout all the weeks this boss has been out.
大丈夫かい？
Oh yeah, you can also go to the like menu. I'm going to convention poly. I'm leaving tomorrow actually. The convention starts on Friday, but I have to leave like a day early because it's gonna be a 5-hour ride.
準備は良いな。
Also, Barbeloth here, the little Dodocodol, one of Reindottir's colleagues in the Hexen Circle actually. We just saw Reindottir.
平穏僕をたたえよ光り輝くがいい
Whoops, I failed to switch to
面
Dahlia.
白くなってきたガンのように羽ばたけやった力を盛り上がりが足りない
ウィーンを任せるのだ。
お披露目だ歌え僕の名前を次やっつけはっ
No, my energy.
目の下も満足させてあげ無に着せ舞台効果も大切よ
Okay, Queen, show yourself. Where are you?
この舞台に心震わせ
I couldn't even use my burst because like.
面白い
Okay, at least she's not reviving him because she's too low. So that was a good strategy. I like them both, but yeah, she takes like forever to appear. I should have just bursted the air. I didn't want to burst the air because then I waste my C1, but yeah. Would have been faster anyways, because it would have prolonged my skill. And I got 2 rooks again! What is Skerk's playstyle? This.
メッツせいふんややとは
Do you press the burst as well? Yeah, you do want to press the burst. I mean, because she has 2 bursts. Kinda like Vareza has 2 bursts. One when her skill is active and one when it's not. Or like one when you tap your skill and one when you don't tap your skill. When you hold or just do nothing. The big burst, the like real burst you could say, is when you just... when you don't tap your skill, when you just hold. And you can use your burst just like a huge nuke. But then it consumes all of your Serpent subtlety. So yeah, this.
星々よ
And usually when you use this burst, you are just meant to like not really go into the normal attack mode after you use this burst. Although you still can if you line up your cooldowns well. And the other burst is when you go to the normal attack mode. If you tap your skill, you have this mini burst. This, right? This was the burst. You want to use it because it can extend your skill duration by absorbing the void rifts that your teammates create by dealing hydro and cryo damage off field. Or I think no, it's by triggering cryo related reactions. Yeah. Your teammates can create void rifts and then you can absorb those void rifts to extend your skill duration, which you definitely want to do. And you can absorb them by either using your mini burst once per skill or by using your charge attack. The charge attack is super slow though and deals like 0 damage, so you don't really want to use it ideally. Ornamental fish. Which one of you? Just the Medaka. Still gotta catch it though. I can just see an ornamental fish and you know, and not catch it. Okay. So where were we? Weekly bosses. Let's go do Arlecchino now. So you mostly just spam normal attacks, but there is some flexibility with the big burst usage. Because if you have like, if you have a full bar of your Serpent Subtlety, like for example, if you are starting an Abyss Chamber, you will start with full energy. So what you can do then is you can like, you know, go through all your supports, set up your stuff, and also burst, but I'm gonna just burst the air. And then you can burst first with Skark, and then skill. There are two downsides to this though. Number one, I can't use my burst again because it's on cooldown, so I do need to use the charge attack, which is worse than the burst, the mini burst. And number two, if you are playing the Skark set, if you are playing Finale of the Deep Galleries, using your burst actually disables the normal attack damage bonus, because this gives you 60% normal and burst damage bonus. But if you do one thing, it will disable the other for 6 seconds. So if you burst, you don't get the 60% normal attack damage bonus for 6 seconds. So most of your rotation, like around half of your rotation. That's why this set, like one of the reasons why this set is so scuffed, man. I have no idea why they made it like this. Only one character can use it, and they didn't even make it good for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you are playing a team without Furina, or if you have her Sig and you have too much crit rate, then you kinda need to play this, because Marius overcaps crit rate and it's no longer good. But yeah, I got C1 instead, kinda by accident. It was like a 20 PTC1. And I have Misspreader instead, so I don't have to worry about my crit rate overcapping, and we are chilling. I could even use a bit more crit rate. Mini burst, no, mini burst does not deal burst damage. I'm not even sure what type of damage the mini burst deals, but it's definitely not burst. Special metal burst. That can be used even without consuming Serpent Subtlety. After using the skill, will gain the all Shallow Wither effect. I guess it just doesn't deal damage at all. Yeah, the special burst, the Havoc Extinction special burst doesn't even deal damage. That's how you avoid doing burst damage. Okay, the Marius vs. Hunter set is more flexible. Okay, so Arlecchino. Let's go with Nuvilet. And remember to use my skill at the beginning, or else I'm gonna have no energy. There is one doubter and 4 believers, but the one doubter put 25k points on the line. Saya fueling the entire Gamba industry. Thank you very much, Saya. I gotta say, this one time I appreciate your doubting. Okay, I can proc my passive now.
差し支えない心配無用だ静粛に
Wait, why are you still attacking me? We are like dead already. Chill. Chill! She already said that... Wait, is she really not done yet?
騒ぐな
Oh, she had to take one more point of damage, man.
無駄な抵抗はやめろ逃し
Yeah, 5 solvents in 2 weeks. I mean, it can happen. I've had like weeks where I got 3 solvents from every single boss, and then you can have weeks like that twice in a row as well. Not sure what the chance is. The chance of a billet is 13%, and the chance of a solvent has to be higher than that.
響け格のね世界の熱狂の渦に
善を焼き尽くし
自由になれさあみんな
見届けるといい
海私は帰ってきた
Oh, that was a nice laser from her.
すべての始まりに過ぎる
We got a lot of things, but none of them are... And by a lot of things I just mean 2 artifacts. That's the only like good thing I got here. But no billet. Not even a solvent yet. At this place I will never level up my Skirk's talents. Let's heal up. And the Nefa doesn't even use the rooks, man. I mean, whatever not Cry character comes out in 6.0 has to use the rooks at this point. Or sorry, queens. Because nobody uses the queen. Rook is for Ifa. Rook is for Ifa, knight is for Skirk, and nobody uses queens, and not even Inefa. Because Inefa uses... yeah, the old mats. She uses eroded sunfires. Because apparently only Lanyan used them up until now? Man, what's up with these recent bosses and like nobody using them? Should I like... Not far, but nah, like, I need the... yeah. Even when only one character uses them, you still need the mats for that one character. But it's strange, man. It's strange. It's here you go materials, you go, oh my god, 5-star. And if we look through these, 6 most recent boss drops. Eroded Horns, 2 characters, Movica Escoffier. Eroded Sunfire, 1 character, Lanyan. Eroded Scalefeather, 2 characters, one of which got released this patch actually. Varesa and Dahlia. 1 character for the Knight, 1 character for the Rook, 0 characters for the Queen. It feels so bad when you keep getting drops that are not used by anybody. Like, sure, eventually they will be. And that's also that's also one of the reasons I don't just convert. Because you might be like, why are you complaining so much? Just convert your mats. We've got 12 queens. Nobody uses this garbage. So, just convert them. But if I do convert these mats, when we finally get a character who wants queens, I won't have queens. And by then I will have knights. Because like, if I convert all these queens into knights, use them on Skirk, then nobody will be able to use knights for me anymore. And I will just keep amassing knights. And then a character who needs queens will come out. And I will need to convert those knights back into queens. Like, this has happened to me before. I'm not just, you know, not using them just because. I have lived through this, right? I like converted some of the, I think it was Raiden mats. Converted some of the Raiden mats. And then like I needed the one that I used to convert before. Maybe that's why I have 57 Tears of the Calamitous God and only 27 Mudras of Malefic General. So I don't want to repeat the mistakes of the past. That's one reason. The other reason is because I don't really have many solvents, so I need to keep saving them. That's the main reason, to be honest. I mean, they will keep releasing new weekly bosses. Weekly bosses are hype, but like nobody uses the two most recent weekly bosses, so that's strange. And they keep releasing characters that use like super old bosses as well. Like they will randomly release a character that uses Signoramas or something. Where were we? Here. They're not giving me the drops because I have so many dream solvents. But yeah, at least my mats will be ready for like Varka or something. Or whoever comes in 6.0. Would be so funny if like the knights are used by Skerk and then the queens are used by Varka. Like you wouldn't think they should be this way, but the mats never made much sense. Venti uses Andrius mats, and then Razor uses Dvalin mats. What is the logic in that? I'm just gonna use Varesa, because like I can never get a melt versus this guy. He just moves so much. It's just impossible, man. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's because I used the run. Because I used the run, I didn't get the state. And now he stays in place, man. That's so rude. Now that I don't play Mavuika, he just stays in place. Yeah, Gamba's still there. Can you come a bit closer, boy? It's hard to hit you from here. No! Suck it. Okay, when I do this, I don't get my energy as I normally would. So I don't have the special burst, yeah. I don't enter the whatever state it is. It's so weird. I don't enter Fiery Passion when I use the run. I only get Fiery Passion if I just click it and not when I hold. Like if I do this and I hit an enemy, I get Fiery Passion and then I have like the free extra skill and then my mini burst. But if I run and then hit an enemy, I do not enter Fiery Passion. Why? I can tell you. But it messed me up multiple times so far. We got a solvent. That's what matters. But unfortunately, Sayonara is gonna gobble up all the points. Just like Reindottir gobbled up Naberius. I would love to see that happening. I need like a flashback of Reindottir voring Naberius. Please, Hoyo, give it to me. Okay, we've got a bunch of condensed resin. So let's spend it. Also, like, yeah, I condensed too much, man. No, wait! I can save this! I can save this! Because I can get transient resin, and I can use the transient and not the fragile, and then I don't waste resin. Oh, let's go! Oh, also, by the way, you know what's the strat now? So, we can get transient resin from two sources. We can get it from the teapot, and it lasts 2 weeks. You get it every week, lasts for 2 weeks. There's not much you can cook there. But then, you can also get transient resin from the Imaginarium Theater. And the theater one also lasts for 2 weeks, but you can get it at any point in the month. So, if Imaginarium Theater comes towards like the end of a patch, you want to sit on it. Don't complete it, don't claim the rewards at least. And then only claim the transient resin when the next patch is already close, and what you can do then is wait with the transient until the Stygian outbreak thingy, right? Because it's all about the disturbance outbreak. So you want to wait with claiming your transient from the Imagine Room Theater until you can use it on the outbreak. You never want to use it on anything that's not the outbreak. Now, these from the teapot, you can't do much about them, right? You just use them, but hold the one from like a week before. I'm not sure if the outbreak will start when the patch starts or if it will be like a week or two in. Because this Stygian Onslaught started a bit late. But I'm not sure if that's just because it's new or if it will always be like that. So yeah, we need to see how it will go afterwards. I think it will start at the first of the patch. Not much reason for it not to. I guess one reason for it not to start on the first day of the patch would be that we can't farm for the new characters' like talents. What Ramis is, this is the Inazuman realm. You get it by maxing out or almost maxing out the Sakura tree. You need like level 40 out of 50 or something? Let's just grab these. And yeah, saved! I'm saved, man! No more wasted resin. I'm so happy actually. I almost had to use another fragile. There are 4 islands. One up north here is where I have my shrine, and this protoplant is actually kind of big. This protoplant is bigger than my shrine. It like goes all around here. But if you want to have a nice, like detailed build, you have to confine yourself to a smaller area. Right? That's one of the pro tips. Like if you see some build that has like insane detail everywhere, it's probably just like, you know, packed in one spot and doesn't look good from other angles. This still looks good from any angle, but yeah. Outside of the fence, I just have like this path and this tree and nothing else. Everything else is empty. But if you look at it from here, it doesn't really look empty, right? Because like you just think this is the extension of like everything around, and only you enter here and this is the build. So, pro tip for making more detailed builds. Then you have, at the start, or like southmost, you have the beach area. Haven't done much here yet though. I mean, I used to have my house here, but then I moved it. So that's why, if you're wondering what is up with this snowman and this like painting and flowers, I would just put random stuff around my house. But then my house is no longer here, so it's just the stuff is left, and that's why it's like at an angle like this, because this used to be a building. And I wanted to like start doing something here, but I never got around to it. Then there is this little hill, like you go up the hill here. This is where my village is. Here I pretty much use the whole space though. I even have like scuffed walls. Should I fix this one day? Make this look better? I mean, it's good enough. I also like use the rocks here to connect, because I wanted as much space as possible, but the area is not like a square. So to make it look better, the fence, I use like rocks here to get around this. And then here you go. Wait. Oh yeah, this is where my village is. You can see it here. I could see it. I would be able to see it if I was standing here, but I guess in the build mode you cannot. So this is where my village is. Then you go. There is like a Sakura bridge, and then yeah, another just plot of land. Here is where I have my plants. I wanted to make like a Zelda village here. That's why I have like this plot of land on top of the hill and like a little house, but I never got around to it. I couldn't get it to like, and also like these trees here. I couldn't get it to look satisfying to me. It was supposed to be Kakariko village, right? That's what it's called. But yeah, so I never got around to it, so it just has like a random collection of you know, thingies that you do daily in the teapot, or like weekly at the very least. So plants. Also, I can condense resin here, craft, cook, everything all together here, change my music. And then you can go all the way over there. There's like a bridge. I really like the bridge, by the way. The bridge is pretty lovely. Oh wait, I went the wrong direction. This bridge, right? Yeah, it just looks so nice. And here you have the last plot of land, northmost. And this is where I have my shrine, my crown jewel, the only build that I'm actually like very happy about. Does every realm have the same amount of space? Not sure. It's gonna be pretty similar though. Not sure about load either, to be honest. I could see some realms having less load than others, but probably they have the same load limits. Not sure. Also, if you just want more space, you can just have like multiple realms built, and then you can switch between them. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, got the transients, because we have the resin spending event thingy. First, I guess let's grab some artifacts. These ones. I'm not really that happy with farming these. I would love to be farming stuff for Inefa, but Inefa's gonna get her set in 6.0. So yes, let's get these, yeah, to like make my Czaska, Kinich, Mawujka better for future Stygian onslaughts. I will either be using Kinich or Czaska versus the Papilla. Probably Skerk against the Turtle, maybe Mualani. And then definitely like Nubilet Inefa. Or could be Varesa Inefa. Varesa Inefa or Nubilet Inefa against the cactus guy. The sombrero cactus, man. How do they come up with that enemy? So make sure to use the condense, not the transient. If I use the transient, that's a throw. I just need to actually unpack the transient to get resin from it. You don't have to do this like much nowadays, because you can use the transients and fragiles directly. But here I need to unpack them into resin, because I can only use the regular resin to get the double drops from the double drop event. I'm also very annoyed by the double drop event, because that means I have to spend resin every day, 20 each, and I will be like away from home, so I need to do this on mobile. So I need to do more domain runs on mobile than I would normally do. And that's annoying. Oh, they got grouped so nicely. Kill them faster than when I burst with Theory. Normally it would be slower, but they got grouped. Defense goblets are not useful, are they? Maybe with some ER on them or something. But yeah, with my Mualani having pretty stacked pieces, maybe I could use my Mualani against the turtles. But Mualani is gonna be harder, like mechanically. Although maybe not, because like with Mualani you probably will never trigger the shield phase of the turtle. Skerk will trigger the shield phase, but she will be able to end it early. And they use Varesa or Nubilet. Ooh, Anemo damage double crit? I mean, it's a good offset goblet. It's not good onset, but it's a good offset. We keep that. I didn't get my thing, whatever. I kinda messed up. I should have burst first and then skilled. But doesn't matter. They got destroyed anyways. No. 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 Okay, don't use the don't use the transient. This one's very important. Transient management is more important than ever. It's like free artifacts. If you are meticulous with your resin nowadays. So we got an offset Anemo damage bonus goblet. Wanderer. Oh, I actually have a pretty... Oh, I have a pretty insane onset. Oh, recommended order. That's why I cannot find anything. This is like almost perfect. It is a 3-liner, but other than that... Oh, I guess it's not onset. It looks so close. It's not onset, but it's like... It's amazing. If this one would need to roll attack percent and then 4 times crit to be better than this. That's the only way. Also, the rolls were like decently high. 3.5 3 times on crit rate. Crit damage was like 5.4 into 6.2. So crit damage was like low and low, but low and mid-low, but crit damage was mid-high, or crit rate was mid-high 3 times. Still pretty good on average. What about you? It is defense percent, which is not great. I will still try it, because like, it might be my second best Anemo Goblet. For my Xiao, surely. But needs to roll crit. Okay, it rolled flat def, it's gone. It's long gone. Hey, by the way, could I like reroll this? What if I reroll this onset? Nah, it's a 3-liner, and it doesn't have attack percent. If it had attack percent, or was a 4-liner, I would consider rerolling this. Maybe even with the bonus, like 4 guaranteed rolls. But it is onset. I don't have any 4-liners here. This one, but it's not double crit. There's a 4-liner, but has EM. We need some on-field, like, crit Anemo character that also cares about EM a bit. I guess that's Chaska, but Chaska doesn't play Anemo damage. But like somehow a character who would like swear to increase their personal damage. Because I want to say swear main DPS, but we do have swear main DPS. We have Sucrose, we have Mizuki, and Ifa are all swear main DPSs, or at least on-fielders. But they wouldn't want the crit rate. I want an Anemo character who wants crit and EM at the same time. So Sizix Kazuha, but without needing Sizix Kazuha. Okay, so now the books, I'm probably gonna... Do I even keep farming Skerrick books at this point? It's like kinda pointless, no? To farm Skerrick books because I can't level up her skills anyways. I can create 19, so like, yeah, I have more than enough of these by now. I think I will stop farming Skerrick books. Because like, I will need 2 nights per skill now. I will need 6 nights to run out of books. That's at least 3 weeks, but I will never get... Or like, no, at least 8 weeks, I guess. Yeah, farming Skerrick books is pointless at this point. So let's farm Inefa books instead. Because she uses Natalan books, because Not Cry is not yet out. So Conflict. They're also for Chaska. Maybe I could, like, if I need more books, maybe I can, like, Crown Chaska Burst or something. So yeah, let's farm these. Like, if I need more power against the Papilla, right? C1 Chaska is pretty broken, so she should be quite good. That Roomba is a sub DPS. Conflict. Conflict. Yeah, she's like Fischl. She's like 5-star Fischl, but only for electrocharged teams. You can think of her like that. So in specifically that niche, electrocharge teams, if you used to play like Fischl with Nuvilet or something, Inefa is just does everything that Fischl does but better. But she cannot be played outside of those teams. So if you play Fischl in Aggravate or Overload, yeah, that wouldn't work. Wait, what enemies are here? I always forget. Oh yeah, Avatars of Lava. Let's go Skirk actually. Electrocharge buffer, kinda, but it's a bit different. Because like she transforms Electrocharged into Lunar Charged, but the reaction itself is still not that great. It's just that Inefa's damage is good enough to warrant building an Electrocharge team. I guess it was the same with Auroron. Auroron doesn't make Electrocharged good, but his damage is good enough that having an Electrocharge team can make him worth playing. So okay, for example here, Inefa would be just like strictly better than Auroron or Fischl. And she would be usable in other teams, but her damage would be much weaker. Like more than half of her damage. You require the Lunar Charge reaction for it to proc. It's not the Lunar Charge damage is not the good part. It's just that Inefa deals bonus damage when the enemy takes Lunar Charge damage, and that bonus damage from Inefa is good. So she's comparable to like probably the character closest to her in terms of like overall design is Emily, where Emily doesn't make like burning itself good, but when burning happens or like when there is burning on the team, Emily just deals really good damage. So she doesn't buff burning directly, but she buffs burning teams by being a very good sub DPS in burning teams. And Inefa does exactly the same. She does not make Electrocharged good, but she makes Electrocharged teams good by being a very good sub DPS in Electrocharged teams. It's pretty much exactly the same kind of character design. And I guess this may sound like kinda bad actually, because Emily is like super niche. But we already have more Electrocharge teams than we have burning teams. When Emily came out, we had a grand total of 0 burning teams. Best you could do is like take a pure pyro team from before and replace one of the characters with Emily. We already have Electrocharge teams though, they exist, and they are good. And you can very easily play like, yeah, Varesa plus Furina is a great duo, and then you can play Shilonen or Xianyun, and then just, yeah, throw in the Inefa. You can play, also Nuvilet Furina is a great duo, and then the final characters don't really matter. You play once again like Shilonen or Kazuha, and you just throw in the Inefa. Also, Inefa is a shielder. Inefa should have a pretty decent shield. 400% attack plus 3000. How does it compare to like Lanyan? %500 attack plus 2500. So actually the attack scaling is smaller, but the base value is higher. Interesting. Now, Lanyan doesn't really do anything other than shielding and applying Anemo. But I guess that means that shields should be close to each other. And Lanyan is like decent enough. Oh yeah, and like, she should get her own set in 6.0. Until then, you probably just play Tenacity on Inefa. She herself likes the attack buff from it, and her other teammates may like the attack buff. If it's Nuvilet Furina, I guess it doesn't really matter. With Nuvilet Furina, I would rather play like, what? Noblesse? But like Varesa likes attack. What do they want to say? I can actually do this to like gather some energy already. And shield strength is also good for your shield. And she does deal off-field skill damage. I can use the skill twice and have my burst ready. For the enemies. I can just burst them. And of course they had to dodge, man. I want to use my skill. Wait, even this guy survived? Okay, this didn't work out, man. This didn't work out at all. I'm just one-shot them with Skark Burst. And then like have another burst ready for the next wave. This did not work out. Let me make sure that I use the resin from my inventory. I'll probably just top skill. All these shenanigans are not worth it. Maybe if I had like Shenhe.
静かに眠れ
Oh, this worked. It worked this time. I did one-shot them. Okay. But I guess the Dahlia doesn't do much when I don't use my normal attacks. But I want friendship for him.
レック遠くをたたえよ光り輝くがいい目も舌も満足させてあげる賑やかに行きましょ
I
う
guess they are almost dead by the time I burst, so that's why this works. Oh, not this time. Ah, I didn't need to press tap my skill. Okay, that's the final run anyways. Got a golden book now. Okay. It's been a while, because like, I guess Stygian Onslaught was kind of an event. But I mean, it was an event, sure. Like, we can count Stygian Onslaught as an event, but it's already been a while since it came out, and we had no event since. Kinda weird. We'll probably get one, like, tomorrow or something, I would imagine. Wait, do we actually get any events? You missed one day of these books? Ooh. I missed one day of, like, bonus ley lines last patch. Because I think I was also on a convention? Or no, was that... I was either on on a different convention back then, or I just missed a day when I wasn't streaming Genshin. So it was easier for me to forget. Like, what is the next event, actually? I think on Hoyolab, there is, like, an event calendar. Or maybe on the wiki? Wait, does wiki have anything? Because if I don't have to go on Hoyolab, that would be nice. I guess they don't have like an upcoming event section. Now I need to go here. Traverse the area and ancient progress. It has to be Battle Chronicle then. Or maybe Hoyo Wiki? No, probably Battle Chronicle. This is where like everything is. I remember I checked the event thingy once before, but I don't remember where it was. Oh yeah, here. Oh, yeah, it is in Battle Chronicle. View more? Okay, this is like nothing. Oh, here. Fearsome Ferocious Firepower and Reminiscent Regimen Frenzy. But when does this start? It doesn't say when it starts. And that's what I would like to know. Welp. So we do have 2 more events. Like there was like a little timeline thingy with events. Somewhere on Hoyolab. Or maybe in game there's like a link to it? Yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever. But yeah, usually we get this like double resin event towards the end of the patch, but we got like mid-patch now, so it feels kind of barren, because double resin is not really an event. But we do have anecdotes. I want to see the Nuvilet one with the Merugins. When is that really coming? No, it's not the next patch, it's the patch after the next one. So in 3 weeks, we get 5.8, and that is gonna be Marejivari, plus a Summer Natlan Island. So summer event plus Marejivari, Archon Quest, probably Archon Quest? It should be an Archon Quest. And then, 6 weeks later, we get Not Cry. So it's 9 weeks, 2 months. And a bit. 2 months and... Actually no, exactly 2 months. Or rather... No, 2 months and 1 week, yeah, I just said so. I said it correctly before. 2 months, 1 week until Not Cry. Hello my old pal Nuvilet. Looked like he dropped his chalice out of
お久しぶりで
shock.
す。申し訳ございません。もしかして私遅刻してしまいました？
いや、私が早く着きすぎただけだ。君たちは時間通りに来ている。
みんなと一緒に迎えに来ました。他のメルジーヌはヌビレット様のために夕食の用意をしているところです。
He's probably here and not down in the cave in case you haven't like started any of the Melusine side quests. And if you never were in the cave, I'm not even sure if you could enter it normally. Or maybe you need to start a quest. Might have a deeper voice in JP, because I mean that's what they went with. Not much I can say. His VA is really famous though. He's a very high profile VA.
お疲れ様です。今日は私がメルシー村を代表してインタビューさせていただきます。
ヌビレット様、このお花を受け取ってください。さっき摘んできたばっかりなんです。
ヌビレット様、ヌビレット様、ヌビレット様。もうヌビレット様にはちゃんと聞こえてますから、失礼のないようにしてください。
気にしなくていい。皆元気にしていたか。先日送ったプレゼントは届いているだろうか。
届きましたよ。みんなすっごく喜んでます。シャナは送っていただいたパーツがとっても気に入ったみたいで、お返しのプレゼントを用意してるんですよ。ビルダーはパーツを使って小さな銃を作りました。そうなんです。私、早くマレシオーズファントムの一員になれるよう頑張ります。
She made a gun! She made a... Rejoice, Nubilet. We take your part and made a gun. Now we're gonna go and kill somebody.
あまり気負いすぎるな。目標に向かい努力すること自体が尊いことなのだ。きっとその過程で多くを得られるだろう。
私、いただいたドレスを部屋に飾ってます。いつか立派な記者になれたら、そのドレスを着た状態でもう一度インタビューさせてください。ラウメ、勝手に決めちゃダメですよ。ヌビレット様はお忙しいんですから。インタビューがしたいなら正式な手続きを経て先にアポイントメントを取らないといけないんです。
アポイントミント？ミントならコスンツァーナ知ってるよ。園芸品評会にあった緑の植物でしょ。
アポイントメントは私にもよくわからないです。セドナの手紙に書いてあったのですが、それはともかくヌビレット様は忙しすぎて水すら飲む暇がないとも手紙には書いてありました。
パレメルモニアってそんなひどいところだったんだ。
それに関してはいや、今後は気をつけるようにしよう。
私たちはあなたの健康が心配です。パレメルモニアに仕事を減らしてもらってもっと休んでください。話がそれちゃいましたね。さっきはどこまでインタビューしましたっけ？
始まってすらいなかったよ、ラウメ。まだ報告の途中だったでしょ。
あ、そうだった。いや、でもまだ聞きたいことがたくさんあるので、座ってゆっくりお話ししましょう。ご安心ください。前回私たちの家に入るときに頭をぶつけてしまわれたとセレーネから聞きました。背の高いヌビレット様のために今日は机や椅子を外の空き地に出しておいたんです。
気遣い感謝する。リラックスして過ごせそうだ。
コスンツァーナはやっぱりメルシー村がいい。たまに頭をぶつけるけど、やっぱりそっちの方がいい。
フォンテーヌ邸にもいいところはたくさんある。今日はスネージナヤの水を持ってきたのだが、道中でだいぶぬるくなってしまった。味に影響がなければ良いのだが。
じゃあ早く飲みましょう。焼きたてのポワソンちゃんティーパイときっと相性抜群です。よし、じゃあ早くヌビレット様と一緒に帰りましょう。わーい。
He's so pleased, man.
ヌビレット様、早く行きましょう。
Aww, she's holding his hand. I love Genshin Impact, man. Let me actually now take a moment, since we have the time. Although if I do it here... Oh wait, I had to cook. Oh yeah, let's first cook. Let's first cook and then we will waste time doing other stuff. I remember that I was like, maybe I should teleport somewhere else. But I mean, I just know this spot, so I like it. Hello, Immerse in Color. I normally stream every day, so as long as you are available during my stream hours, shouldn't be that hard to catch me. Although I will be missing, or like I won't be streaming until next week, starting from tomorrow. Okay, let's first put the escapade thingy here. And also... Maybe I should have put the transformer first. Okay, it's fine. It should still be getting hit here. Put some plants I have a lot of. Yeah, okay, it's working. And now we can just pass time failing to mine. Okay, got a bunch of books, that's nice. Best mining team, by the way. I'm just gonna wait for the next skill. Oh, I actually even hit this crystal on the side. Thought I could only get 4. Perfect! That is actually not that bad at mining. Above average for a non-claymore user. His skill is on a fairly low cooldown. Oops. Here we go. And now we can go fight these guys. Just remember to not tap Skerik's skill. Because then the thing will move away from its current position. Oh, but I think it's done already, right? Yeah, it's done, so we can tap it. Here we go. Let's gotta grab all the mats. And now what I wanted to do, it's even better to do in this cave now, because thunder cannot strike me. Let's actually use Dahlia. Surely Dahlia will give me good luck. The rhythm game! We are getting a rhythm game update next patch. And from the current list of songs, I still have one song left to Canorus. And it's Pulumnia Omnia. It's actually not Duel in the Mist. We already got Duel in the Mist. It's Pulumnia Omnia. So let's get it. Oh, wait, the green background and the green notes, they don't go well together. Bad spot, actually. I should be somewhere in the city. It doesn't rain in cities either. At least there are no thunder strikes, for sure. I already got a good weight. I'm gonna... Actually, no. Okay, let me finish this section and then I will restart. Okay, I missed because of the pause. I always fail there. I need to be more careful. I mean, here I failed even earlier. That's unusual, though. I have to pay more attention to the left side. It's not that hard. It's a bit tricky. Man, I messed this up again. Okay, third time's the charm. Last try. It's just transitioning from the double taps into that section. I will just go to it until the end now, even if I fail. Another... Man. And even two good, I got one later, but the second good was because I got tilted from the first one. I think the second good was very easily avoidable. But whatever, I need to be consistent the entire song. Grinding the beginning only to then fail at the end isn't really that good of a strategy. Especially because there are still some spots I'm not 100% consistent at. I mean, I'm not 100% consistent anywhere. It's like at most 95. Maybe more. There are things that I will not miss even in 20 runs. But everything is missable, so like 99% is like the highest consistency I can get. Man, I went too early there. Terrible. I got the harder part but missed the easier. Oh my god, what am I doing? I somehow got worse at this map recently, man. I mean, I haven't been grinding the rhythm as much as I used to. Sometimes I'll just like forget. Also, I've been streaming more Star Rail recently, so we are not just streaming Genshin every other day. Every third day on average. Also, after I got Duel in the Mist, I spent like a week or two without playing the rhythm game at all. It's all excuses, I just need to get better, man. But hey, I've had like 2 goods, 0 misses before. So this is just skill issue. Okay, so we'll just continue doing some anecdotes. How to get to her? I guess we'll just swim up. But let me first do some Genshin actually. I just swim up. Don't want to get hit by some random underwater creature. I mean, I guess I will pause the game anyways. Oh, I should have switched to Escopia or Furina to do the jump. Here she is. But yeah, let's pause. There is no music. Sometimes Genshin just doesn't play music when you pause. Oh, here we go. So let's start with Philan. Nothing in common, but not that far above 2.7, so it's a Sumeru character. I mean, it might as well be Nahida. It's not a Sumeru character, so it's a... It's not Liyue or Sumeru. So it's Kirara. Nice. As the day winds down and the quiet of the evening sets in, the atmosphere is ripe for focusing my mind. There's no better time than this for training. Training sounds like Ayaka? No. Maybe it's Ayato. Then. No. Maybe it's Kazuha? It's gotta be somebody from Inazuma, no? It sounds very Inazuma on the training. Maybe it's not. Also, it looks like a guy. From the voice actors' names. Could be somebody from Monsat as well. What is like Mika?
夜の静けさは精神統一に適している。なおさら鍛錬しないと。
Oh, that's Chongyun. Wait, the voice line is kind of crunchy.
夜の静けさは精神統一に適している。なおさら鍛錬しないと。
The quality of the line is pretty bad. Whatever, but yeah, it's Chongyun. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I wouldn't have guessed Chongyun though, without hearing the line. I want to say Wanderer, because this looks like that Inazuman symbol. No. But the square... It has to be like something from Sumeru, right? Because it's a square. Or maybe it's like... No, what is this? Maybe it's something Geo actually and not... Because like Sumeru has a lot of digital and like squarish elements and stuff. But also Geo. Well, it's like an explosion. It looks kinda electro. And there's this square in the middle. What's that? Maybe it's like Dihya? Signed Edict. Sino maybe? No, like this is not, none of his animations though. Oh, it's Pyro. Oh, it's probably Yanfei. Yeah. Got it eventually. Oh, this is Chevrus. We don't even need to, yeah. I don't even need to look at the... Don't even need to look at the confirmation. Fries is always Chevrus. It can be anybody else. Let's go Jingliu. Oops. It is Shanjo and above 1.4, that's why we go Jingliu specifically. Like, I want a late 1.x character that's from Shanjo, because then I can like easily see if it's below and then it's probably 1.0. Maybe 1.1 or 1.3. Or above, which means it's like around the Yunli thingy. It's not Yunli, because it's not Distraction, Yunli was yesterday. But it can be like Fei Xiao. Then it's probably... Jiaoqiu. Or like definitely, wait, not? It's not March Hunt either, wait. Who is this then? Who got released? Wait, 2.3? Because 2.2 was Firefly. Firefly Robin was 2.2. And 2.3, was that already Shanjo? No, 2.3 was Jade. 2.3 was Jade and... Jade and who? Is it the end that has to be here? Because it has to be a 2.3 character. Unless it's... Oh, no! It can be like late 1.x. It can be like 1.5. But it's not Huohuo? Because Huohuo is like 1.5. Yeah, because it can be a 1.5 character. That's probably it. Because 2.3, that was not Shanjo yet. It can be Green Knifean. 1.5, 1.5. Shuei or Hanya, but maybe it's Hanya. Oh yeah, it cannot be Shuei. It's Hanya. Okay, we got there. Yeah, when I saw like above 1.4, I was like, oh yeah, it has to be later. I guess Hanya. Hanya is also a good character to start with. Easy to forget she exists. Whoops, daily quote here. The Eternal Punishment Decree was like a pardon to me. After all, I'm here now, aren't I? That's Hanya again. No, Shuei then. No? Then that's Danheng Ayel. Okay. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Like they are not banished, they are just like they're banished from the public. But he's banished from Shanjo. Yeah, I should have gotten Ayel immediately. What is this? I'm pretty sure I've already seen this before. There aren't that many daily abilities in the Star Raid rotation, because I don't think it can be any ability. Okay, just gotta throw something random. Misha. Fire MC. Oh, is that like ratio? No. Thunderhand. Is this facial? Okay, it's facial. I imagine this should be Hyacinth. No, it's Lynx. And finally, Zenless. When would they release more modes for Zenless? I guess in Zenless we don't really have ability icons and we don't really have character quotes. I guess we can have combat quotes. So like, quotes are doable. Because sometimes in Star Rail you do get ult lines as the quote. So combat quotes are on the table. But yeah, we don't really have ability icons, unfortunately. Also physical this, but not from this, so but not anomaly. So this is like shoot, I always remember. Is it Neko or Billy? Actually no, it's neither. It's Corin. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Wait, I gotta take a photo of Chevreuse standing like this. And take a photo, we do need a special character. This could be like also good for memes. Just cut out this Chevreuse. Kinda like the Clothar pointing meme. I'll take one more photo like this. Hello, David. Finally complete diary, congrats on that. What con is your Mavuika? Because I saw your teams. You actually posted on the Discord server as well, right? C0? Wait, so what team did you use for the first one? Oh, you probably have cons. You have cons on Escoffier, right? Not Escoffier, Citlali. Escoffier is for the Skelk team. Citlali is what I meant. I actually can look in game. Let's just go through this. Shivers, a bunch of stragglers have killed over.
そうか。明日は訓練内容を増やす必要がありそうだ。たかが緊急戦闘時のダッシュ訓練だというのに。普段サボってた分、全部取り戻してもらうぞ。腕立て伏せは体を地面につけない。懸垂は肘を曲げ切らない。ランニングは内周スレスレを走る。手抜きに気がつかないとでも思ったか。そんなことで銃を担いで戦えるわけがないだろう。犯罪者が逃げたら悠長に荷物を下ろしてから追いかけるのか。
Lovely voice performance. What does the training involve exactly? It sounds really complicated.
大したことはない。荷物を背負ったまま制限時間内に指定の場所に行き、指定の機器を見つけて戻ってくるだけだ。荷物だって行軍時に必要なものを除けば、銃、弾薬、観測装備、防具、薬のみだ。
And how is the location marked?
遠方に向けて信号円の矢を1本放つ。矢が落ちた場所が目的地であり、陣形展開地点となる。
A flare? Well, those can fly too far.
隊長、それでも警備マシナリーで矢を放つのはなしですよ。
次の訓練で基準を満たせなかったら銃で信号弾を撃つ。休憩はもう十分だろう。再開するぞ。遅れている者が何人かいるが、後で私が追い立てる。ほら立て、走れ。立ってでもゴールにたどり着け。
隊長、勘弁してください。
S tier performance from the Chevro's voice actress. Oh, she's gone. But yeah, this is very impressive still. Just C2 on the Citlali. It is a powerful C2. But yeah, doing this with C0 Mavuika, very, very nice. I can't check like your gear details though, unfortunately. Oh no, I can view character details. Oh yeah, here we go. Snowblade's Freedom Sorn, Big Patrol Song, and in Instructors, and Tenacity on Citlali. Very nice, very nice. And Freedom Sorn was better for you than just an attack weapon. I mostly saw people using high attack weapons here in the like C0 Mavuika clears. But this makes sense because you can very easily trigger reactions. The downside of Freedom Sword is that like it's hard to trigger reactions in most teams. Like if you were playing this team normally, you couldn't trigger the Freedom Sword passive because you can't really react with Bennett, right? But you are facing a Hydro opponent, so your burst skill, that's two sigils. I guess it doesn't buff the ult, but it still gives you 20% attack. That's gotta be better than just slightly more base attack on Bennett. I wonder why nobody plays this in those clears. I mean, there are like 2 or 3. There's less than 10 people worldwide who cleared with like a full C0 team. A full C0 5-star team. Mavuika. So, like, it's not a big sample size. But you'd think they tried everything. $118 barely clear, $119 barely clear. And just 82 seconds here. Amber is good. Amber is better than Arlecchino on this boss. You have C3, so that's why you cleared. But yeah, Amber is a better character here than Arlecchino. You'll probably have an easier time. I mean, unless you have like no Electro DPSs. You'll probably have an easier time using an Electro DPS against the guy, the Lava Dragon, and then just using your Arlecchino topside. But I guess that's what you did before, Arlecchino topside, but then you couldn't clear Lava Dragon. Right? Can I show the weapon skins? If we go... Yeah, for some reason I have to click Disturbance Outbreak. Or I guess the Disturbance Outbreak is like a separate thingy. But yeah. Here. They have different colors for every element, but it's like the same general design. I feel like the cryo ones look best. We have the sword, wielded by Reindottir, Golden Sinner in an Ancient Land. Wise Sinner is Hroptatyr, Ardent Storm the Claymore. Shattered Moon the Lance is a moon hunting. This is like the Rarir, I think is the name of that sinner. Then we've got the Oracle Issuing Sinner, that's Vedrfolnir, Hallowed Fetters, and finally Starpiercer is Surtalogist's weapon. The skins in your showcase as well. And then if you clear under 3 minutes in total, you get the enhanced versions. They just glow at the middle. Thrilling tales of the skin. For the dire clear, this is like balanced around either like very good, like you know, perfectly constructed C0 teams or like C2 teams, more like. You can I mean the Lava Dragon and Secret Source, or like no, not Secret Source. The Automaton, the final Automaton. They're clearable with C0 5-star teams, fairly doably. I won't say it's easy, but it's doable. I do have a con hero there though, so I had an easier time. And then for Tulpa you kinda need cons. Tulpa is like, I mean, it's barely possible without cons if you have the perfect builds, perfect weapon, perfect gameplay. And then for this, you kinda need C6s for the 5-star skins, or like, you know, very high cons overall. Some more recent, like probably for Skerk, you don't really need all the cons, for example, to clear under a minute on the final boss, but the more cons the better. Yeah, like I said, the Cry ones look the nicest. The Dendro ones are kinda weird. Dendro ones are probably the weirdest. Okay, where are you? Here. Ah, didn't change the Criminal Moon semblance. That's the good choice. This is the ultimate drip weapon. Alright, here we have the Catalyst. Cry also looks fine. The sword, absolute banger. Polearm. The bow is pretty lovely as well. And then, like with the skin, you wouldn't get the scythe. Mostly you just have sword characters here. But yeah, nice, nice. I would kinda need to pull Mavuika cons, but yeah. I would be more willing, like if Citlali was on banner right now, I would be more willing to pull Citlali cons, but I guess with Citlali cons it would still be difficult. With Mavuika C2 it shouldn't be that hard. But yeah, instead I'm gonna pull like Inefa cons next patch. Yeah, you get a skin for every weapon and element, but they are temporary. So these only last until the patch is over, right? Form information for the current Radiant Phantoms will disappear in 27 days, and then you need to clear Stygian Onslaught again on dire difficulty to keep skins to keep your skins. They probably change. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna like cycle, I would imagine. So there'll be like maybe, because these are kind of like Mondstadt looking ish, I would say. I mean they're Canrian, I guess, but yeah, I imagine we could get weapons that are themed around, because these are themed around the Sinners, so maybe we could get weapons themed around the Shades eventually or something, right? I imagine they will change as we go, eventually cycling back to old ones as well. But yeah, you get everything if you clear on Dire, and then you need to re-clear again next patch. The other ones also look nice. Dendro is probably the worst. I guess the Claymore is kinda cool. This on Kinich would look nice. But the sword does not look good. The black and the bright green. Here we have the white as well. Because like here it's black into green immediately. This looks bad. But here, black and then white and then green. That's better. Why is the next Stygian? Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I think I should be able to find it here. Aha! Yeah, actually didn't take me long to find it. We're gonna have the Tenebrous Papilla. I do have C1 R0 Chaska, or like C1 Lineisic Chaska, and C1 R1 Kinich. So I think I shouldn't have many problems. This should not be much of a problem. Then you have the turtle, although apparently his shield phase is not as nasty as the local legend version. Because the local legend version, the Kokijo, when you trigger the shield, he just kills you. This guy will deal like regular damage when he is shielded, so you can still trigger the shield and break it. You don't need to use Mualani. Although Mualani still probably be the most effective. And then finally the cactus. Here you need electro charged. This is kinda like a Inefa check. Should be doable with other teams. If you've got some cons on Nuvilet or Electro DPSs like Varesa, should be doable without Inefa, but Inefa should be the most effective character here. You lost your channel points? Yeah, you did. Claimer's not gonna look good on Avoya compared to your Sig? Yeah, I guess so. Was it even a C0? Inefa? Of course. The bosses are meant to shield the on-banner characters. And you know what banners we get next patch? Chaska, Mualani, and Inefa. Those will be the characters on banner next patch. And this patch, we have Mavuika for the Tulpa, we've got Kinich and Emily for the Lava Dragon, and then Skerk for the Cryo Robot, right? So you're meant to use the on-banner characters. Like, you can use other stuff. You can use other characters, but this will be like the most of it. The bosses are balanced in a way to make the on-banner characters best. So I can kill the troll. We'll need to see exactly how this will work. How bad will the shield be to break? He does have the most HP, and then there is the shield. Although still, like, this guy has 17 million. Why does he have the most HP when he also has the shield that you need to break, man? This is so... I don't understand the Tulpa design, man. Why do you need Cryo? Why does he have 50% more HP than the other bosses? The next one looks much better. Like, sure, these guys also have shields, and he has like the hot phase. They all have extra HP mechanics, but they're not as bad as the Tulpa's shield, and they don't have 17 million HP. I'm talking about, like, when I'm talking about characters that you will need to beat them, I'm talking about Dire. Because on Fearless, you can use, as long as you, like, understand what the boss does, you will be fine. With, like, even mostly 4 stars. You will need some 5 stars, but mostly 4 stars you will be fine. Different Abyss enemies? What do you mean by Abyss enemies? We fought the turtle in Abyss before, and same with the Papilla. These versions are slightly different though, than the ones in Abyss. The turtle is changed because now he actually loses charge over time. So the turtle in the overworld, and also the one we fought in Abyss before, they never lose the shield charges. So they will eventually get the shield if you don't kill them in time, if you keep hitting them. This guy, if you keep hitting him slowly enough, he will lose the shield over time. The Papilla will have a bigger shield as well than the usual Papilla. The Void Barrier will be bigger. Tulpa doesn't have a shield in Abyss? Oh yeah, Tulpa does not have a shield in Abyss. It is different, yeah. Columbina will probably be late into Not Cry, unless you mean saving for like C6. Then there is no need to save just yet. The character I'm most excited for, that should come out in 6.x, is actually Durin. Man, I love Durin. Durin is like the essence of Genshin. To me. Because he's not just a character living in the world, he's a character like created, like... We witnessed his entire story. You know who Durin is? What do you freaking mean you don't know who Durin is? Freaking story skippers, man. Be gone. Then 2 days and you will become a saber hover. I will have to wait until Monday, unfortunately. Oh, but I had an idea, because I was thinking... You know, what do you mean? I mean, long story short, Durin is a big bad dragon created, like, originally. Durin was a big bad dragon created by Reindottir, one of her, like, abyssal monsters. And then Durin and Dvalin fought, and Dvalin killed Durin, and then Durin died on Dragonspine. There is, like, this big cave on Dragonspine. Here, right? Actually, let's go there. There is a big cave on Dragonspine. Let me dodge these Fatui. And this is, or rather was... It's less red, like, this place used to be more red, right? Wait, did I go... No, this is the wrong... Okay? Oh, no, we go... Wait, what? Did I go to the wrong place? Wait, what? I went to the wrong cave. But it's here, no? Oh, I need to go lower? Oh yeah, lower and then go here. Yeah. Okay. Hello, vegan organic. Yeah, we need to go lower down. Here. I was like, yeah, the place used to be more red. So this used to be Durin's heart. It's no longer is because Albedo took it. This is like the leftover shell. Actually, did the dialogue change? Because you can investigate it. The massive frog that once looked like a heart has lost its power and descended to a solemn silence. Oh no, it won't be able to absorb any vitality like this. Let's just go report back to Orbanian. Who the frick is Orban? Whatever. So that was Durin. That was Durin. But then Anders' daughter. Oh, we can get a fangrit thingy. Anders' daughter, who was also one of the witches, because Reindottir created Durin. Reindottir, one of the witches in the Hexen Circle. Also, right now she is the Shade of Life, because she consumed Naberius, the previous Shade of Life. Or like Naberius, still like whatever. And then Anders' daughter, one of the other witches, was like, man, Durin's story is kinda sad, because Durin never wanted to be a big bad dragon. He just saw the world in a twisted way, because that's how he was created. So she wrote a story. She wrote a storybook version of Durin. She like wrote the story, and then Alice and Barbeloth, two other witches from the Hexen Circle, they made this story come to life. But unfortunately, because fate is a fickle thing, Durin was still a big bad dragon in the story. But we went there with Wanderer and like a bunch of other Wanderer, Nilu, who was Navia, Kirara. So we all went there to the story and then helped Durin actually like reconcile with everybody. Because he never wanted to be a big bad dragon, so he became a small good dragon. And then he like, because the story was made real by Alice and Barbeloth, the Durin was actually able to leave the storybook world and enter the real world. And then Albedo took this storybook Durin and took Durin's heart remains and then some other goodies. He asked for some like abyssal embryos from Reindottir, and then also remains of like an immortal phoenix from Marejivari. He put this all together, shoo, and then Durin became a real boy. And that's how Durin came to be. The Durin, the playable, the soon-to-be playable Durin. The stuff about Durin as a big bad dragon IRL is just from like lore of various weapons. Mostly. Stuff like the polearm. Actually, wait, let me open the character menu. Who wields a polearm? You. What is this Dragonspine polearm? This one. Stuff like this. I'm pretty sure this has Dragonspine lore. Oh, I need to open the weapon menu for this, man. To actually read the lore, you need to go to the archive. Okay, here we go. And then we filter, polearm, confirm, and then we go Dragon Spine polearm and the lore. And yeah, this. So he had a very very long dream, and this is like about Durin, how like he dreamed that he was a good boy, but then it turns out that he was just destroying everything at the same time. And also some of the Skyward weapons also talk about Durin and Dvalin fighting, right? Durin. In olden times, Durin came forth to defile the land of Mondstadt. Durin's Black Winds Blow the Sun, yeah. So like the original story of Durin is in weapon lore mostly. Then the storybook Durin, that was 4.8, the summer event. And then Durin coming to life as a real boy, that was like 2 or 3 patches ago when Escovia came out. 2 patches ago. No, 1 patch ago. Yeah, that was last patch. Can I play the Durin cutscene? Let's go. I don't know if in phase 2 there will be events. This is like unofficial. I think there is an official version of this cutscene as well. Wait. There will be 2 more events, but we have to wait a bit. I'm not sure why they are keeping them for so long. Oh yeah, here. Grand Endeavor. This is my favorite cutscene in the whole game, probably. Wait, let me mute Genshin itself. Okay, here we go.
Oh?
And this is the storybook Durin.
無害の大地よ、流れゆく水よ、精錬の火よ、不翼の風よ。18と世界、そして20のパスを通り、紡がれた魂が生まれ落ちるため、不朽のムクロを神聖なる血肉と化せ。賢者たちよ、我が偉業を刮目せよ。
どう？よかったでしょ？
Durin! Yeah, man, I'm so hyped. For the Dragon Femboy. Okay, let me turn back the sound in Genshin. You can also go watch the VOD from when I was playing this quest on YouTube to see me like being like absolutely while watching this cutscene. Also, I was praying so hard for him to have like a playable design. He does have a playable design. I mean, he's kind of naked. They will need to add more clothes, but yeah. You're building Skerk, Dahlia, issue for Skerk, and Sacrificial Sword for Dahlia. Sack? I mean, sure. Pav is better, but I guess if you don't have 3 Favoniuses, it's fine. You also need a new finale set for Skerk and Noble set for Dahlia. In case if you play resources, which should you build first? Dahlia is like very low priority. You don't really need anything on Dahlia. Like I said before, Dahlia, you only need this Ascension 4, because Ascension 4 is where the attack speed comes from, right? Prayer of the Well-Wrought Joy. So you need Dahlia at Ascension 4, and then you don't really need anything else on him. The weapon can be level 1, it's okay. My weapon is, even I have level 8, like I have kinda infinite mats, but I didn't bother leveling the weapon. I probably should though. I will need to craft them. Yeah, that's too much effort. Doesn't matter on him, right? And then his talent levels also, like, you can level up the burst for extra shielding, but first you need the damage. Then we worry about surviving, no? But Skerk, yeah. Skerk very high priority, you want like everything for her. I guess first, like, you don't really need a set bonus if you still don't have like a leveled weapon and talents. First focus on leveling your issue and getting her talents and levels up. Gotta get Ascension 6 and talent levels at least like 9 ideally. I still have 8 because I don't have the boss mats. I'm waiting for the knights, they will come eventually surely. And for artifacts, just like get good main stats first. Attack, cryo damage, crit damage. Attack is also fine on the goblet, you can play attack if you have good attack goblets. And then when you are like done with leveling her weapon and her talents, then you can start farming for the set bonus, right? And you will slowly replace your random pieces with the finale of Deep Galleries set. And for now you can play like, yeah, you can play like Glads 4-piece. If you want to have like some set, you can play 4-piece Glads. Gladiator finale. You should have some of these, right? Just from farming bosses and whatever. And even if you don't, it's fine to have like no set bonus. You can maybe go for like a 2-piece attack, 2-piece like cryo damage or something, but once again, not that important. Just get some pieces. Actually, with this Marishuse, but if you don't have Furina, Marishuse is useless, so Marishuse 2-piece I guess is fine. You can play the 2-piece Marishuse for normal and charge attack damage, but the 4-piece doesn't do anything without Furina. So no point in 4-piece, in using the 4-piece. Yeah. Okay, is this... We were supposed to find Orban. Does he have like special dialogue? Is this Orban? Oh yeah, here we go. What is it? I guess there is no option to talk about Dvalin. Mr. Albedo, Miss Sucrose. Yeah, he doesn't actually... Paimon says better report to Orban, but we can actually report to him. Extract power from Dragon Tooth? And now we got empowered Dragon Tooths. Or Dragon Teeth. Do I need to do 4 at a time? Yeah, I do need to do 4 at a time. Okay. I've never really like used these Dragon Teeth. Because you need them for the craftable polearm, but it's like a physical polearm, so it's kinda garbage. I guess I could craft it R5 eventually. Maybe I should, maybe like as a little side project. If I'm bored ever, I should craft every weapon R5, every craftable weapon R5. I probably don't have the billets for that though. I mean, if anybody has the billets for that, I have the billets for that. I guess it should be fine. Maybe? Difficult to say. Okay, what were we doing? Oh yeah, talking to Linné. Speaking of femboys. But yeah, what I love the most about Durin is like all the lore behind him. And the fact that we witnessed it all live. It's not just something... I mean, part of the Durin backstory is like weapon lore. But the most important thing is the storybook Durin and then the creation of Durin, like that Albedo made. And like we witnessed this all happen in front of our very eyes. And this makes it so good. That's why I like him so much. Also, he's a dragon. How can you not like a dragon? Let's get these. Oh, why did you... Varesa?
ダイビングヒップ急げ
まだ歩くのか。
Lene, what are you doing here?
旅人。まさかこんなところで会えるなんて。どうやらさっきの風に謝らないといけないみたいだ。ハットが風に飛ばされてしまってね。ちょうど追いついたところに君がいたのさ。
Planning a visit to the institute, are we?
うん。実はある研究者のところに行こうと思っててね。彼もマジックに興味があって、マジックの技術について僕と情報交換したがってるんだ。すごいマジックに使える不思議なマシナリーをたくさん開発してる人らしいよ。
What's the fastest character at mining? Zhongli's hold skill just like insta destroys everything, so does Razor's hold skill. But when it comes to just like using attacks only, I'm not actually sure. Because there's like a balance. You want a character who has like strong strikes, because for example, Sayu attacks quickly, but she doesn't deal that much damage to crystals, while Diluc attacks slowly, but he deals a lot of damage to crystals. I'm not actually sure whose attacks are best. I know that Diluc is very smooth. It's like 1, 2, 3 and the crystal is done. But yeah, you ideally use Razor or Zhongli. You just hold the skill and bam. Razor has a shorter cooldown, but a smaller AoE, and the crystals tend to like fly more outwards when you use his skill. What used to happen to me a lot back in the day, back in like 1.0, I would use my Razor hold skill, and the crystals would like fly into walls, and I couldn't pick them up. Zhongli's hold skill is more like calm. The crystals will just drop on the spot. But Razor is cool because if you like don't get all the crystals, you can finish them off with his claymore attacks. He's also pretty good at destroying crystals with his own attacks. While Zhongli, if you use his hold skill, then he's just a sitting duck. He does nothing with his polearm. So if I had to like pick one character to clear the map, like only one character allowed, and I have to clear the whole map of crystals, I would go Razor probably. But since we can have a team, it's better to use Zhongli and then, you know, just like another character to finish off the like stragglers. Even level 1 Razor, yeah, you just hold his E, and he insta-kills all the crystals around you.
例えば発明した小型の魔法瓶を毎日自分の袖の中に入れておく。すると指で装置を動かすだけで魔法瓶にある氷が袖に沿って滑り出るようになる。これが彼の数あるマジックのうちの一つ、氷のトリックだよ。
Ice? Ice flying out of your sleeve, that's a magic trick? Doesn't really count as magic, feels more like a cheap sleight of hand.
もちろんマジックさ。想像してごらん。君は執務室で仕事をしている事務員だ。暑くて死にそうな日に冷たいフォンタで喉を潤したいと思った。でも猛暑のせいかフォンタマシナリーは壊れてしまい、ぬるいフォンタしか手に入らなかった。執務室には氷なんて一つもない。絶望する君の隣で突然同僚が手を叩いた。するとフォンタの入ったコップに氷が何個か現れた。どんな気持ちになると思う？
My savior, the Archon of Ice Cubes.
でしょ？これこそ彼が研究している日常型近景マジックさ。今回は彼のマジックショーの表現方法をブラッシュアップして近景マジックの演出効果を高めたいと思ってるんだ。マジックの要はパフォーマンスだからね。特にこの近景マジックはパフォーマンスがうまければうまいほど自然と観客を引きつけられる。そして観客はこう思う。もっともっと近くでこの魔術師が用意してくれるサプライズを見てみたい。
What?
君へのプレゼントだよ。今日出会った記念さ。
So you're actually the greatest magician, Linné.
ご協力ありがとうございました。それを言うなら君こそ僕にとって最高のオーディエンスだ。君がそばにいてくれるだけでどんなに複雑なマジックも無事に披露できる気がする。 おっと、つい話し込んじゃったね。研究者と会う約束を忘れるところだったよ。それじゃまた今度。
Sure. Not as peak as the Nubilet or Chivrus ones. We're getting them spirit carbs? What are spirit carbs? What game are you talking about? How are my Chronicles looking? Oh, there is still a side that I haven't got a single anecdote with. And also, like, I'm sure a bunch of these have more in store. I need to check how many anecdotes everybody has, but for now I can just like scroll them up for a second, see anecdotes, so no need to worry too much. Although nobody in Fontaine right now. Do you have any Natlanians? It's kinda weird because like all the Natlan characters I've got anecdotes with is like only one. Oh, the ones in Chani Valley. Sinnoh has another one. Another bad pun waiting, and Heizo has like the fourth one? Wait, how many? How does Heizo keep having more anecdotes? Also, it's only 2 characters? I know that there has to be more waiting for me. Because like, I've never met Sayu yet. So it's weird, but sure. Yeah, I knew there is a waypoint over here. Oh, hello, he's right here. Is a new video for Genshin just insanely random lore drop? Kinda. Not really insanely random, cause it like foreshadows not cry, right? Mostly. It foreshadows, like it has this line about Columbina at the end, and maybe foreshadows that we are gonna see some shade action as well in Not Cry. Maybe not. Like if we don't see any of the shades until like 2 years later, then I guess you could say it's random, but if we see some shade action in Not Cry, then it's not random. And either way, it shows Columbina at the end. We can watch it again. We've watched it on stream already, but I'm down to watch it again. It's just too good. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I can try my best to explain the lore.
この世界はずっと変わらない。生に理屈などありません。自分の意志で生まれてきた人はいないのだから。死も同じ。誰も死の気配に逆らえはしない。時も同じ。奪われた時間は1秒たりとも取り戻すことはできない。空も例外ではありません。空とは空の姿勢は金の双子の行く手を阻み、残酷にも2人を花なした。
鍋、いや、こんなことをするのはレインドットだな。人の空間で変なものを作らないでくれないか。
予想通りだ。皆空の失勢の気配に染まって不安定になる。発展の見込みがないから観測はここでおしまい。あなたにとって私の力は 好奇心を満たすためのおもちゃでしかないのね。取り込まれた身ではあるけど、今も耳元で文句を言うぐらいはできるのよ。レインドット、私は君を尊重してるよ。君の愚痴は私の心を動かす数少ない一員だ。
I'm pretty sure she doesn't voice any Koyo characters yet. Reindottir's VA. It's also a new VA, because Reindottir already had a VA before, because she had like one sentence in one of the in the Hex and Circle event back like a year or two ago, or maybe 2 or 3. There was an event with like that one girl from Sneznaya, and we had like this Hex and Circle cutscene where every one of them said like one line. But unfortunately, the voice actress that voiced Reindottir passed away, so they had to get a new one.
イスタロと、なぜあの者たちに歴史を与えた？
I love Istaroth's design, man.
アスモダイはここにいないみたいだし、無意味な時間を潰す方法を考えただけ。
今度からそういうことはもっと早く言って。でもアスモダイは一体どこに？まあいいか、この空間の死を宣告するよ。
Although we just know those characters here are the 4, or rather 3 of the 4 shades of the primordial one. So primordial one, or heavenly principles, is like big god of Teyvat who created humans here, or he came here, stole the planet from Nibelung, the Dragon King Nibelung, who was the previous ruler of the planet, and then he took over by force and created humans, and then he has these 4 shades, which are kind of like aspects of him in a way. We'll have a better shot in a second.
4人揃わないと定例会議を開けないなんて決まりはないでしょ。
やはりアスモダイを探すべきだと思う。天理の。
So yeah, here we have 3 out of the 4, because they have a problem right now that 1 of the 4 is missing. And she even says the heavenly principles cast us as shades, so like they are like pretty much part of the heavenly principles. Heavenly principles, primordial one, we are pretty sure that's the same entity, same guy. And there are 4 shades. Actually, you know what's a good way to show what are the shades? If we go in game, we've got the Shade of Life, which is Naberius. We've got the Shade of Death, Ronova. Shade of, like, this is Eon, but this is Time. Sons of Time, that's Istaroth. And then Goblet of Eonthem or Eonthem, whatever, that's Space. Goblet of Space, that's Asmodai. And then Circlet of Logos, that's the Heavenly Principles. Let me go back here so I don't forget about the audio. So yeah, here on the left we have Naberius, Shade of Life, who has Reindottir, one of the witches from the Hexen Circle and one of the sinners from Canria, actually devoured Naberius and is like now one with her. Naberius's consciousness still exists in the body, but she has no power over it. Then you have Istaroth, the Shade of Time, and then Ronova, the Shade of Death. Istaroth, we have witnessed her power before in the Raiden second story quest and also in the Archon quest dispatch. Whenever like some time shenanigans happen. Also in Enkanomiya, all the like little ghosties, they were there by Istaroth's power. And Ronova, you know her from the Capitano scene at the end of the Natlan Archon quest. And then the 4th one is Asmodai. That's the girl that stops us at the very beginning of the game when the travelers try to flee from Teyvat, and you know she stops us and cubes our sibling. That's Asmodai. She's the Shade of Space. The Heavenly Principles is like yet like the head of them all. Most likely a guy because he's referred to as he by Piero later. She was the one that whispered to us in the time loop in the Dendroland? No. Pretty sure that was N. Another witch, Nicole from the Hexen Circle. Does it give us any more clues about Paimon? Some vague ones, but nothing complete. There is some more fuel to the theory that the fourth shade that we don't see here, Asmodai, that she might be Paimon, because the issue that these shades are having right now, I mean, there are two big issues. Number one, the Heavenly Principles are asleep. So, you know, their big boss, their creator, is kind of idle right now, so they're kind of like lost in what to do. And also one of the shades is missing, and they shouldn't be missing. And, you know, we last saw Asmodai 500 years ago, when our siblings were trying to flee from Khaenri'ah. And we've never seen Asmodai and Paimon in the same room, or at the same time anywhere. So there are theories that Asmodai might be Paimon, or Paimon might be like a Guobad Asmodai or something. But those are just theories. We don't really know anything specific. Was the Heavenly Principles herself? No, Heavenly Principles is a guy. Feigns the primordial one. Was the fourth shade absorbed by one of the shades? No. So the shade that was absorbed is Naberius. Here. Naberius, the Shade of Life, got absorbed by Reindottir. Reindottir, who is one of the sinners from Khaenri'ah, one of the witches from the Hexen Circle. So now they kind of like share the same body. Two consciousness in one body, but Reindottir is in control, and the only thing that Naberius can do is just complain.
スモダイを探すべきだと思う。天理の影として生み出されて以来、会議に顔を出さないなんて前代未聞だ。
もし裏切っただけなら見つけ出してもしょうがないんじゃない？
斬新な推測だ。飲まれたじゃないのか？
裏切っただけ。軽はずみな発言は慎んでほしい。私たちは影、つまり天理の投影。裏切るなんて論外だ。例外は自身よりも新たな主を愛した時。
ロノバ、誰かに見られている気がしない。
ここで感じられる視線となると。
Piero aura farming so hard. He reaches the skies, the
不
heavens.
死の呪いを与えようとした時の。
Why does Nova look like Asmodai? They are all like shades of the same person, so that's why they can all be similar. But they are two different beings. There is no like one is not the other. Why didn't like Ronova is looking for Asmodai because Asmodai is missing. That's the relationship they have right now. So they're kind of like sisters, kind of like co-workers. And also Asmodai is missing. Ronova is the one who wants to find her the most. Because Istaroth, the Shade of Time, is like, maybe we don't have to look for her, just let her be. And then Reindottir, who consumed Naberius, is like just creating conspiracy theories. And Ronova is like, no, this is wrong, we have to find her. Things should not be this way. So she's the one who we saw in the intro. The one we saw in the intro, Asmodai, is the one that's missing. We don't see her in this video at all. Because that's the point. We don't know where she is. Map leak of the whole Teyvat? There was never any map leak, just theories. We don't really know exactly how does the world look. I mean, start of the game. I mean, yeah, at the start of the game, we see Asmodee. We've never seen any of these shades before, outside of, like, we saw Ronova as the eye in the sky, right? We saw Ronova as the eye in the sky, and that's it. We've never seen the human forms of any of these characters, any of these shades in the video. Asmodee is the fourth shade that's missing, and she's the one who stopped us at the beginning of the game.
スネージナヤの助行に仕えて少しは執念を手放せただろう。
Now it looks like the other shades. Do you think her appearance changed after consuming Naberius to resemble Naberius' original appearance? We can actually see Naberius' original appearance at the very beginning. Actually, let's watch the video first and then I will go back.
助行に仕えて少しは執念を手放せただろう。
氷の魔人か。あれしきの力で天理を直視しようなどと。
天理は未だ目覚めない。このチャンスは逃したくないと思うだろうな。レインドット、そういう考えは私が許さない。知ってるでしょ？
I actually like Istar the most.
あくまで仮説だよ、ナベリウス。
Both design-wise and
命
personality-wise.
令こそ受けていないけど、そろそろ介入しないと。無論ルールの範囲内で。
神の眼差しはある種の恩寵とされてきた。
And by the way, while Piero is monologuing, all of the sights in the background are from Not Cry. This is like our first proper Not Cry teaser.
神の目はその最たる例だろう。人は神の目線を渇望するが、その逆は神は直視されると怒り、人に罰を下すという話もある。それがどうした？命が消え、国が滅ぶまでのこと。どうでもよい。とうの昔に経験したことだ。神を直視することの代償は分かった。ならば神を殺した代償は、神は沈黙した。そのことについてはか。
And this line, as the thought had never once crossed his mind. Here he's talking about the heavenly principles, Fanes, the primordial one, and also it's clarified that it's his mind, so the heavenly principles are male. And none of the shades are heavenly principles themselves, they are just the shadow of the heavenly principles. Who's he trying to kill? Yeah, the heavenly principles. The god. He's not trying to kill a god, he's trying to kill the god, right?
考えたことがなかったらしい。天を恐れてうつむく者に上皇陛下は告げた。それが神の限界だと。
視察は終わりだ。各自持ち場に戻れ。
蒼月のこの動きに気をつけて。
創世の聖直に従い、何としても7くらいで少女を連れ戻します。
I love how Columbina is just glitching out here. Heavenly Principle is just one god? Yes. It's just one guy. So here we can see Naberius from before she was devoured. We can't really see the eyes, but they would probably be like both the same, because now Reindottir has like two different pupils. Probably one is Naberius's and one is Reindottir's herself. The thing that's kind of funky is that both Reindottir and the like little projection of Naberius that talks to her, they both look the same, just with like a different halo. But I guess it just like shows that, you know, they were like fully merged together. So it's like they are separate, and like one has golden and one has white hair. They both like look the same as one as well because they are the same. And then let's get a nice shot here.
から観測はここでおしまい。
I mean, actually, if they both had if they had like different hair, and when you know, like here, if they look different, I guess it would be less confusing if anything. And now the only difference is the halo behind them. But it just shows that they are exactly like one and the same now, just like an extra voice inside her head. That's all that Naberius has been reduced to. But yeah, I would assume that this is the like the body is Naberius's, and it's just the hair changed color. Could be the other way around. But the clothes are definitely Naberius's and the halo thingy.
あなたにとって私の力は好奇心。
And actually, looking at the pupils, the one on the right, or like her left pupil, looks kinda more like this would be the original Naberius pupil, because it has like the DNA strand on it. And she has like DNA motifs all over. Digital motifs and DNA motifs. And then this would be Reindottir with the like... whatever this thing is. But then the colors are kinda swapped, because I would imagine that Reindottir had golden eyes. It might even be... I'm pretty sure it said somewhere that Reindottir has golden eyes. And then Naberius was like blue-white. The classic Hoyo color scheme. So I guess the pupils like switched colors as well? Possibly. All the shades have golden eyes?
イスタロと
I mean, they are like yellow-brown.
なぜあの者たちに歴史を与えた？
アスモダイはここにいないみたいだし、無意味な時間を。
These are gold. And what about Asmodai actually? Wait, let me... give me a sec to look that up.
Tsumari, お前たちは世界の外から漂流してきたのか？お前たちがそこから離れて次の世界へ行こうとした時、見たこともない神がお前たちの前に現れたと。
よそ者、お前たちの旅はここまでだ。
And this is the missing shade, right? This is Asmodai, the shade of space. And yeah, she also has golden eyes. So yeah, I guess they will have golden eyes. So it would make sense with her left pupil being Naberius's, and its golden has a DNA motif, and then the right pupil is blue and has like a different pattern. So that would be the Reindottir pupil. So they merged into one. So I guess the design is also like both combined. The golden hair is definitely Reindottir's. That's 100%, because we see that Naberius had white hair before. And then the outfit is probably also like a mix of both.
この天理の調停者がここで人の子のおごりに終焉を。
Who do they choose in this video? Ether, based. The interesting thing here is that she has like a surprising expression for a second here. For like one frame, She's like, huh? Wonder what she was so surprised about though. But maybe this is the reason why our sibling just like went asleep somewhere. So the power difference isn't that big actually, because like the traveler did something here to throw her off. So the power diff is not like, it's not like the power diff between like the peak traveler here and Asmodai is probably smaller than between our current traveler and Arlecchino, because Arlecchino completely no diff our traveler. And we had like also help from the others. I mean, here we had like help from our sister for a bit. Kind of like a star design, which often seems to be connected to fate or changing fate in Genshin. It's probably something alchemical, to be honest, but I'm not sure. The element of surprise. We're just trying to run away, right? We didn't really want anything to do with her. Arlecchino. Arlas and Arlecchino. That was the most embarrassing fight for the Traveler that we've had so far.
Hmm. 思った以上に狡猾だね。でも君たちがやったことの痕跡はきっとどこかに残ってるはず。
Because she activated her like domain expansion, and we're completely at her mercy. I mean, that's what yeah, and I was talking about this as well, right? We were just trying to run away and she attacked us. Yeah, Venti and Zero share the same VA in every language, which also means that the voice you are hearing here... What was this?
潰す方法を考えたち、無意味な時間を
This is a guy.
潰す方法を考えただけ。
Because in every other language, English, Chinese, Korean, Venti is voiced by woman, but in Japanese he's voiced by a guy. And so is Istaroth. It takes a real man to be best girl. Yeah, a guy. Wait. It should be... Actually, we absolutely get mold by the Fatui. But like, we won against Signora, who's only a bit lower. It's just that Arlecchino is cracked. Wait. Voice actors, Japanese, Murase Ayumu. Even his name sounds kinda girlish. Wait, people... That's him. That's the voice of Venti and Istaroth in Genshin. And his voice is the main guy from Haikyuu. And some other characters. He actually mainly voices guys. But he sometimes voices girls as well. But usually it's more like femboys. Femboys are right up his alley. Yeah, a lot of the time teenage boys are voiced by girls. Some characters that are voiced by girls in Genshin are like Xingqiu. Pretty sure Mika? Actually, I don't know. No, Mika, no, not Mika. Wait, who else? Bennett in English is voiced by a girl, but Bennett in Japanese is voiced by a guy. I much prefer the Bennett Japanese voice. Bennett and Paimon were my two most hated English voices. And Paimon is the character with the most lines in the game, and Bennett is the best character in the game. So having those two be like unlistenable to meant that like English was a total no-go for me. Xingqiu is a girl. Like, yeah, Xingqiu is a girl in Honkai Star Rail. If you mean Shingcho, then he's a boy, but he's voiced by a woman. I mean, I personally hate the Bennett voice in English. It's really grating to me. Way too girlish for him, for what kind of character Bennett is, in my eyes. How's the case coming along?
ちょっとした壁にぶつかってる。意外と相手は賢かったみたいだ。互いに関係を持たない仲介人が大勢いるだけじゃなく、販売ルートも一方通行になるよう仕組まれている。他の突破口を探した方が良さそうだね。
Wait, that's it? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That was an anecdote. Oh, finally we have Sayu. Sayu is the one character who I still have 0 anecdotes for. So let's see what she's up to. Oh, she's with Dory! What's happening here? The main convention is called Fanes, and there is a side character called Finon. Yeah, it's the same root, meaning like light or something probably, or whatever.
きっと果樹園の果物たちが喜んでるんじゃないかな。
We had the two little girls sitting together before, and now again. Before it used to be Chichi and Yao Yao in the last version though. And now we've got Dory and Sayu. Yeah, Sayu's gonna... Dory's gonna try to sell Sayu some like growth pills.
なるほどなるほど。
I love Dory.
ここに帰るような忍術はないというわけですわね。でも人の背丈ほどの焼き壺というのもインパクトバーつくんです。本当か。だがその人具を作るにはすごく時間がかかる。とても面倒なのだ。
The face. They often have the same versions. Like, yeah, there is a chance. I mean, the 3 most popular ideas for who... If the Heavenly Principles is a variant of somebody, which is pretty likely, there are 3 main ideas people have. It could just be a Kaslana, like a Kevin. Some people are saying Bronya, but it's like pretty much confirmed to be a guy. Because because I showed like the artifacts before. We've got the 4 shades: life, death, space, time, and that's like the flower, feather, goblet, suns. And then we have the crown, the circlet of logos, circlet of reason. So the main aspect of the heavenly principles of Fanes is reason. So the immediate thought is, okay, Herschels of reason exist in Honkai 3 as well. And the main 2 were, we had Herrscher of Reason Welt and Herrscher of Reason Bronya. It can't really be Bronya because it's gonna be a guy most likely, so it could be Welt. It could be a Welt version, maybe even Welt Joyce, although it could be Welt Joyce. Because Welt Joyce is the OG Welt, who then passed on his power to Welt Young. I would love more Welt Joyce representation. Or it could just be Kevin, because yeah. It's Castellanas all the way down. My hope is Welt Joyce, the OG one. Especially because we haven't had any alternative Welts yet. Other than like the clones and stuff in Honkai 3, but those are not variants, they're just like mass-produced Welts. That doesn't really count. What scheme are you cooking up this time? Her voice actress is so unhinged and I love it so much. So, what's she pushing on you?
買い物中にドリーと出会ったのだが引き止められてしまった。広告を取るのを手伝えと先ほどからしつこいのだ。早口すぎて口を挟む隙もない。お菓子や飲み物もおごってくれたから仕方なくずるずると話を聞いていたのだ。 この霊薬は偉大なるサングワハベイ様のお宝の中でも最新にして最高の一品でしてよ。
So I was just tired.
こちらの絶対楽々背が伸びる超すごい霊薬をよくご覧くださいまし。
Dave's a guaranteed mouthful, never mind the potion.
あらあらあらあら、それは最近のお客様方がせっかちすぎるせいですわ。説明書も読まなければ、私の説明を聞こうともしませんの。まあ、わかりますわかります。わかりますよ。わかりますけどね。だから飛躍の効果を生に詰め込むしかなかったのです。ちょっと長いですが、わかりやすい名前じゃありません。確かに良さそうだが、節はモラを持っていないのだ。お小遣いはすべて巫女姉さんが管理している。
What? That's wage theft.
違う巫女姉さんは本当に節の代わりに管理してくれているだけなのだ。お金が必要だと言えばちゃんと返してくれる。以前節は帳簿の付け方を知らなかったゆえお金を使いすぎていたのだ。毎月月末にはほぼ空っぽになっていた。巫女姉さんはそれを知って帳簿をつける手伝いを申し出てくれたのだ。そして節は一晩中計算を教え込まれた。最終的に節はへんてこなガラクタを買いすぎだと分かった。コマニアが届けた未開封の荷物が部屋にはいっぱい積まれていた。巫女姉さんと一緒に開封をしてみたら、身長増長薬が5種類、栄養剤が6種類、靴や中敷きもいろんなのが出てきた。だから巫女姉さんが今月から俸禄はひとまず彼女に預けて使う時に引き出すようにしたのだ。これで変なところにモラを使うこともなくなる。忍者様、ではぜひその巫女さんにこのお薬が欲しいとお伝えいただければ。
Who would let say buy that kind of potion?
旅人、そうやって言い切ってしまうのはいただけなんですわ。私サングマハベイ様が嘘つきだとでもよ。
You probably aren't lying.
もちろん当然ですわ。商売においては私嘘をつきませんの。
You just aren't telling the truth.
そんな目で私を見ないでくださいまし。ほらほら、私の出身地スメールにはあのナタの青い鳥もリーウェの白い鳥もいませんのよ。
She's thinking something about birds in Japanese. Don't even think about using corny jokes to whistle out of this.
さすがは旅人。そういった知恵もお持ちなのですわね。仕方ありませんわ。今回は旅人の顔を立てて差し上げましょう。では忍者さん、こうするのはいかがかしら。左右がモラを払うのも時間の問題でしたのね。旅人が余計な首を突っ込んできやがったせいですわ。これじゃバーッとくれないじゃありませんの。バー
What are these noises, man? Some of these noises, I didn't even know humans can make such noises, man.
広告に協力していただけるのでしたら、このお薬 無料で差し上げましょう。よし、これですわ。ちょっとくらいの損には目をつぶるとして、市場さえこじ開けることができれば後からいくらでも取り戻せるんですもの。少なくとも広告撮影期間中は全て無料でお飲みいただいて結果ですわ。それと旅人にも出血大サービス、こちらのお薬を無料体験として差し上げますわ。
They just hear the word free escape your lips. Unbelievable.
本当か。だが施設の身長で本当にその広告に出演できるのか。大丈夫ですわ。この広告を取るのにあなたの身長は関係ありませんの。忍術を使ってシューッと霊薬の壺に変化してシューッと爆発していただければ結構ですの。シューッとね、ああシューッとね。そして霊薬の壺を空からどんどん降らせれば見た人にとんでもないインパクトを残せるに違いありませんわ。施設の忍術ではそんなことはできないのだが。ああ、心配どうもよ。今回は本邸布魔術師にも手伝ってもらいますからね。力を合わせて国語撮影し、テイバット全土にこの霊薬の効果を広めるのですわ。なら休暇を取ってくる。最近は頑張っていたからミコ姉さんも休暇を受理してくれるはず。
Oh, we actually got the potion! And Dorisov. 2 weeks since you quit Genshin after getting a GF. Oh, man. That would be a red flag for me.
なら休暇を取ってくる。最近は頑張っていたからミコ姉さんも休暇を受理してくれるはず。
Okay. Do you actually have any more anecdotes right now? There is the Sinnoh one. And that's it, actually. Intriguing. It might just be the case that I mostly went through all of them, but like, definitely there are Hazo ones left, because the last Hazo anecdote was just like 1 sentence. Or maybe there's a limit of how many I can get? I'm pretty sure there isn't. Whatever. Either way, this will be enough. Do I spend this resin or do I not spend this resin? I probably do spend this resin. Yeah. Let's spend the last bit of resin I have. And that will be it. 142? Okay. This is the number. Also, I gotta like prepare everything for my absence, because yeah, starting from tomorrow I will not be streaming for 4 days. I've never not streamed for that long. So that's quite a shock. I need to make sure I don't have to like play the game too much during that time. The less I play these games while I'm away from home, the better. I'm not much of a mobile gamer. I mobile game out of necessity. How come? I'm going on a convention.
じゃあ行くよ。たまと呼吸を整えよう。動け突撃。
Oh, I love it when they group up together like this. On another side of the country. Can you work on a Linux machine? I've heard that there are ways to make it work, but they can be unstable, and there is also always a risk of like you are breaking the TOS. So they could ban you if they wanted to. I don't think anybody got banned by playing Hoyo games on Linux, but it's not out of the question. So it's definitely not something that I would do. My Genshin account is like a big portion of my life, so yeah. I wouldn't do anything that could risk me getting banned. Stuff like custom skins or playing on Linux, yeah, those are stuff that I wouldn't do, but they are like 99% safe. But there is that 1% where I'm not willing to risk it, right? The most sassy thing I do is like top up in yen instead of topping up in dollars or zlotys, the Polish currency. Because that's the only thing I do that's not like exactly as it should be. But it's just way too much money, man. I would be paying like double if I paid in our Polish currency. It's giga expensive. I would pay like 30 zlotys for a Welkin. That's like 8.3 bucks for a Welkin. Absolutely insane, especially considering that Polish wages are lower than American wages. Rune of Demian broke Steam. You shouldn't top up through Lootbar. That's even worse. Lootbar is not an official Hoyo partner. They are just like, they have to go through another service. The only two official Genshin partners you can top up through is Kodashop or the Razer Gold thingy. Everything else is just like, has to use those two as like, you know, just an intermediary. I top up on the official website. There's an official top-up website for every Hoyo game. And if I go there with a VPN, it opens the Japanese version. So I can just top up in yen directly. They even updated the website recently. This patch, they updated the website so that you can, when you top up, you can actually select like a quantity of the item you want to purchase. So if you want to like top up 3 times for $100, you can just click this and then go like 3 times and do 1 purchase. It's so much better because the issue with topping up on the official website with yen is that my bank will often reject the payments. And it's kind of random whether it goes through or gets rejected. I would say it's like 1 in 3 that it goes through and 2 in 3 that gets rejected and I have to repeat. And it's not like my card gets locked or anything, it just gets rejected, I have to retry. And sometimes I have to like retry 5 times for it to finally go through. So if I want to like top up 3 times, and each one has like a 1 in 3 chance of working, it takes forever. But now I can just do like 3 times $100, or like, you know, it's in the end it's cheaper. And it's 1 payment. If it goes through, it goes through, and I'm done. It's only the Genshin website though. The Zenless and Star Rail ones still only have like, you know, click 1 by 1, and I have to do separate payments. I don't often top up more than 1 at a time though. Do I not often top up more than 1 at a time? I've been more responsible in Star Rail and Zenless directly. Genshin is the only game where I swipe hard still. But in Genshin you get most value out of swiping. Because in Genshin you get the fewest Primo Gems by just playing, but you get the same Primo Gems by topping up. So you get more value, like more... If you were to like translate Primo Gems to time played, and like all the premium currencies to time played, you get the most extra like time played per dollar in Genshin. And the least in Zenless, because Zenless just gives us the most currency. Star Rail is like somewhere in the middle, closer to Zenless, and then Genshin is the lowest. So in Genshin, topping up is the best. Also in Genshin, refreshing your resin is best, because you always get in every game when you resin refresh, you get 50 primos or like 50 currency for 60 stamina, right? It's always the conversion. But in Genshin, you regenerate 1 resin every 8 minutes. So you get like 60 times 8 minutes, so 8 hours. You get 8 hours worth of resin, but in Zenless and Star Rail, if you refresh, you get 6 hours worth of stamina or like Trailblaze power or charge. So in Genshin, just being a whale is the best value. Genshin also has the best BP weapons by far. Genshin is the only game that has like worthwhile BP weapons. The new ones in Star Rail are nice. Definitely better than the previous ones. But still not as good as the Genshin ones, I would say. I mean, maybe... The new ones are good. The new ones are good. Harris Wallet Milker? Genshin also has the least power creep. So Genshin is the most... Characters are most skippable. Meta is the most skippable in Genshin. If you want to like clear endgame comfortably. Now, Stygian Onslaught does make it a bit different, but getting all the Primogems in Stygian Onslaught is free. Because you can get every Primogem in Stygian Onslaught from co-op. I co-oped actually with somebody on Merciless. And they like died after like, you know, a minute of like, or like half a minute, then they died, I just finished the fight. So like, yeah, that's how you get the Primogems in Stygian Onslaught. You need to clear Fearless yourself to get all the feathers to reroll your artifacts, but that's like a freebie anyways. And then to get the weapon skins, you actually need to swipe hard. Yeah, Stygian Onslaught Dire is the hardest endgame of all the Hoyo games, but Stygian Onslaught Fearless, not really, and it doesn't even give you Primogems. It is the hardest. It is still harder than Abyss though, a bit harder. And also Genshin has the fewest characters. Or like the slowest character release schedule. Also, Genshin actually has 4 stars. Unlike Star Rail, which absolutely forsook all 4 stars. 4 stars are no more in Star Rail. And then Zenless has some, but not many 4 stars. We did get the panda, but we don't know who will be next. Okay, so thank you everybody very much for watching, but this will be the end of the stream for today. Normally I do stream every single day, but I will be missing 4 days now. I will miss 4 streams. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday we'll have something else to watch. I recommend Summer Games Done Quick actually. That's like a speedrunning marathon charity thingy. So if you want to watch something at the time I would be streaming, go watch Summer Games Done Quick as GDQ. Amazing event, I absolutely love watching it. It actually makes like it's hard for me, or like I mean I still stream when it's live, but I always am like, man, I wish I could just watch the stream right now and not stream. Streaming is still fun though. I would not. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'll be back on Monday though. Probably with Star Rail on Monday, and I will have my biggest pool session yet. So like yeah, 4 days of not streaming, but then Monday will be huge. Oh yeah, and I actually thought, because whenever I pull, I have like a Gamba, right? Do I win the 50-50 or not? But I will be pulling like at least 4 5-stars and maybe up to like 8 5-stars, somewhere along those lines. So I will actually make a bingo. I will make like a pulling bingo, and then the Gamba will be like, do we get a bingo or not? I'll make like a bingo card. I will try to make it as fair as possible, and then you will either Gamba that we get a bingo or that we don't, and we'll fill it out as we go. Should be fun. So yeah, Monday stream will be great. Make sure to be there, even if you don't like Star Rail, at least we'll be pulling a lot. And then it will probably like Zenless Tuesday. Actually, wait, we get the Zenless patch on Wednesday, so maybe we go... I would go Zenless then? That doesn't sound good. I don't know. Well, I don't know about after that. We will see. But Monday is gonna be Star Rail for sure. So yeah, you can join the Discord server to get stream notifications and the like. I will try to post the bingo card prior to the stream. Maybe I will do it like today. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's just throw a quick raid to somebody. Man, nobody? Any like English? Okay, this is English. And a VTuber. Lovely. So, see you all on Monday. Bye bye!